I'll just walk back with one item.
This video is about me going to a thrift store in Shanghai and spilling out the secrets and training my willpower not to buy any clothes that I will never wear. This is the video that you're watching. Welcome back to Ceylon here. Cue the thrifting car montage.
Welcome to the thrift market. There's 2 floors right here of one of the biggest thrift market center of stores that come together and just open together and support each other and help. Awkwardly walking. Not a lot of stores are open, as you guys can see too. It was kind of absurd to walk into this place at the beginning, but now I am enjoying myself. I found this thrift market.
No, but wait. Before going into all the nitty-gritty, we need to know how to find good thrift stores. So first, determine what part of the fashion history you would like to hunt for. So it really depends on your preference. Then using the reference of fashion history, search up the age, demographics, and income in your particular neighborhood. In addition, good quality thrift store donations generally come from affluent families, so hunt down those rich bougie areas in Zillow. And yes, Zillow is not only a property website, it is for thrift store too. Another factor determining how you find a thrift store is the country that you live in. Each country has their own system in managing secondhand clothes. In England, there are a lot of charity shops, vintage stores, and kilo sales. And if you study abroad like I do, ask your local friends about flea markets. I live in Spain, and most of my thrifted items came from flea markets. The clothes are just all scattered or hung on the racks, and they are very cheap, around 1 to 10 euros per piece. Okay, let's see how I found this thrift market in Shanghai.
Through an app called Little Red Book. There's a lot of young people, teens, and thrifting and things that are trending in Shanghai. Is called Golden Thrift Market. And finally, I boosted up my courage to film in public. I will rate it as like a 5.5 or 6 out of a 10. 1 being comforting in my house, 10 being I pee my pants in public.
But through this whole mountain of piles of clothes, how are you gonna find what you want?
The first tip is to look at some of the brands of clothes such as Polo, Ralph Lauren, Tom Hilfiger, the Chanel, LV things, and Gucci. I don't know if they're real or fake, but this looks like it's from Chloe, but there's no logo on this. It's kind of absurd about this bag, but it's really cool of this vintage ring right here.
If you're new to thrifting, don't be discouraged.
Any skill requires practice, just like shopping. Plus, you need to know what style of clothes that you would like to find. It's necessary to train your fashion sense through trial and error and experimenting. Thrifting is a nice way to dip your toes into this because their clothes are cheaper and it's easier to resell on Depop or Poshmark, which I really needed to do because I have accumulated quite a lot of clothes for running this YouTube channel. That is problematic since each store has their own owner and most of them get their clothes sources and stock from America and European areas. It depends on the store that I'm going to. They specialize in different categories of clothes. This one specializes in women's clothes and children's clothes, as you guys can see from the back. And this store specializes in trench coats and more Japanese style. Also, it has some Chanel cloth clothes right here. There's a lot of plaid patterns, sweaters everywhere in here. They all have their own style and trends. Each store owner has a different sense of beauty, so they pick their own clothes through their delicate eyesight and choice of trends. I would find that very interesting too. Thrifting is all about the styling that you need to find through those clothes because this clothes itself looks pretty bad on its own.
Don't forget this, my new thrifters.
There's also a tip for thrifting is go through the men's section. So this store more specializes in menswear and windbreakers, leather jackets, and even army green style ones too. There's also a lot of bomber jacket. Bomber jackets is also a nice thing to thrift because they are really versatile in the styling. I sound like a tour guide right here. Tour guide for thrift markets. So here is a windbreaker, a wool jacket. This also aged really well, so can be also a thing that I can style with. I was looking for suede fabrics. It's really classy, but it's very expensive to clean apparently. Also, North Face windbreakers and puffer jackets are also a nice trend because puffer jackets are pretty trendy at this era.
But remember, don't buy more than you can use.
Our eyes are always hungrier than what we can buy and we don't need that many things. So looking and shopping at things that we don't need is just training my willpower muscle from not spending the money. I'll just walk back with one item. Here, back to the squatting position, we got some vintage shoes right here too, some Gucci slides, and
Hey guys, pause a bit before you guys buy shoes. First, make sure the soles of the shoes are not falling apart. Second, the leathers are not chipping off. Third one is do not buy running sneakers. Let's get back to shopping again.
I don't know, those are like old people's leather shoes. Let's go upstairs and look at some bags section. Hey, now we're in the 3rd floor, so I'm gonna find a shop and go film inside so I can give you guys some tips to thrift through those bags and jeans. Let's go in. To the vintage bag section. As you guys can see, there are also a lot of fanny packs. Fanny packs are a good item to style with. You can put them as crossbody ones. That's not how you're supposed to wear them, but it's the more fashionable way and more practical way. Instead of wearing it on your waist, there are really big Nike ones. This bucket bag right here, and this other fanny pack. This is Supreme. Well, okay, this looks really weird with all the hamburgers, rock signs and things. There's also some LV and Valentino purses with those classic patterns and Prada bags and many other types. The jewelry and accessory section. I'm amazed by how much brands are in here. There are Cartier, Bulgari, Chanel, all those fancy bougie brands. And here there's a lot of vintage old things, and I'm not sure if they're real, but they look very, very cool indeed. Some of those really spacious glasses. It looks like from Gentle Monster, but it says Chanel on the side, you know. Also, don't forget to look at the accessory and pajama sections in the thrift store too.
On to tips for super efficient thrifting.
Some things that I will thrift and look at are lingerie, camis, but those things apparently don't seem to be trending in China. I don't think people are that exposed. Other things that I would buy: denim jackets, leather jackets, it may be trench coats or blouses, just all those classic pieces. When you look at jeans, there's a really, really nice tip is to look at the back pocket of each jean. Ooh, there's finally jeans that I can recognize. So we shall continue. Levi's, Hollister, Lee all have their tags on the back, and their pocket pattern is different. Another tip is to know your jean size in different countries, because thrift items come from everywhere around the world. So it's nice to keep in mind what your size is too. Other basic items that I will buy are hoodies, blouse, quarter zips, and other stuff that are trending right now are vintage bang tees, graphic tees, logo t-shirts, high-waisted jeans, and kids craft top. When you thrift, keep an eye on the type of fabric too. The fabric of the clothes will allow it to last longer. Some fabrics that I will avoid are polyester, because those are kind of flimsy and cheap fabric. Those are normally for fast fashion. They are from petroleum, so they're generally not as good as cotton, leather, so cashmere and all the other classic fabric. Corduroy fabrics are ones that we can buy too, because they are really nice high-class fabric. I need to start looking into those too. Another good tip is to look at the pattern of the clothes. It can be candy colored, plaid, floral, stripes, shark skin, checkered, black and white, all those classic ones. Although you can find a lot of unique clothes that you won't be able to find people wearing the same clothes as you, because they're not fast fashion. They're from the 90s.
And then we are ready to make our first purchase.
I managed to find some Chanel jacket, and there's also this doodle jacket that I found. I'm thinking about.
And pause again. Think twice before we buy.
Ready to leave! This is so refreshing and new and fun. Also a really nice experience and dip in the toe to Shanghai's thrifting business.
And onto the one item haul.
Welcome back to my house. I'm done thrifting, and surprisingly, this is the only jacket that I got. This is a Chanel jacket. I don't even know if it's real or not, but the design is so cool. It got this double zipper design and this oversized pouch thingy, but on the front it looks like I have got all my shit together. Everything is intact, and I've trained my abs, and this is my favorite thing of the day. I hope you guys have fun with me looking at thrift stores in Shanghai. Love you all. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day, and bye!